Good evening, everyone. Today we have speaking session 3, and our trainer for today is Mr. Shafiq Mohammed. These are a few instructions for you all. Make sure you have a stable internet connection and a noise free environment, for which we recommend you to use your earphones for the best experience. Also, respect your instructor, your classmates, and yourself. Be respectful and professional, and do not write anything inappropriate in the chat box. Moving ahead, you get these three memberships at Ubergrad, that is bronze, silver, and gold, with some additional features as displayed on the screen. So for getting yourselves upgraded to any of these three, you can directly go on the website of Ubergrad and get yourselves upgraded there. Moreover, I will also share a coupon code with you guys, using which you can upgrade yourself from basic to bronze membership at a very discounted rate, which has benefits like 4-week IELTS course, one AI evaluated IELTS mock, usual university recommendations, free profile evaluation, and counselor support. Moving ahead, at Ubergrad, you also get free profile evaluation, which is done by our experts, which consists of university shortlisting, course recommendations, country recommendations, which are made according to a student's academic strength, career objectives, future aspirations, and requirements. Moreover, we also have recommendations report customized for the students according to their profile and requirements, and doubt clearance regarding the study abroad process consisting of shortlisting applications, scholarships, etc. So moving ahead, we also have these Ubergrad free live classes, which goes on every week. So firstly, we have free Duolingo classes, which goes on from Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 7:30. It's an online class. Moreover, we also have live PTE classes, which is absolutely free of cost. As I mentioned before, it goes on from Monday to Friday, 6:30 to 7:30. And weekly sessional tests are available. Also, it's a four-week course consisting of learning, listening, reading, writing, and speaking. Moreover, we also have free GRE live classes, which goes on from Monday to Friday, 8:30 to 9:30. It's a 2-month course. So for getting yourselves enrolled for any of these three live classes, you can directly go on the website of Ubergrad and get yourselves enrolled there. Moving ahead, we also have one-on-one IELTS classes, which goes on, which is just for rupees 5,999, and it is when you upgrade yourself to the gold membership, and you get benefits like 20 hours live classes, class recording, daily class worksheets, 10 plus sessional tests, 5 full length mocks. So it's a very good opportunity for you guys. If you want a more mock test for your practice, you can always avail this facility of one-on-one IELTS classes. That's just for rupees 5,999. So these are achievements of the students who got themselves enrolled at Ubergrad. Now I'll quickly show you the website of Ubergrad. So this is the website of Ubergrad, that is ubergrad.com. You can explore a lot of information related to various countries, universities, courses, and examinations. Moreover, we also have free profile evaluation. So under free profile evaluation, it is done by our experts, absolutely free of cost. And you can book your slots according to your preferred date and time. Moreover, we also have talk to a counselor option, AI country recommendations, AI course recommendations, test preparation stores consisting of live IELTS, live GRE, live Duolingo classes, and live PTE classes as well, as I mentioned of. And we have some additional services for the students like education loans, Forex card, accommodation, international SIM, US credit card, US bank account, and blogs are also uploaded. So you can check out these features that are uploaded on the website of Ubergrad. Moreover, as I mentioned of the upgradation to the other memberships that are available to you, that is bronze, silver, and gold. So you can do that by going on the upgrade option, which is available to you at the website of Ubergrad. Now, the recordings, the handouts, and the sessional tests are also available to you on the website itself. For that, just go on to the website, ubergrad.com, go on to your name, My Test Preparation, go on to IELTS Academic Comprehensive Live Classes course. On clicking on that particular link, on clicking on that particular option, it would direct you to this particular page. Now, as you all know, we have 4 modules under IELTS, that is listening, reading, speaking, and writing. So over here, the recordings, the sessional tests, and the handouts of all of them are available to you all. For example, if you want to access the So, for example, if you want to access yesterday's recording of the session, so yesterday basically we had speaking session 3. So directly go on speaking, go on day 2, since yesterday was day 2. Today is of course the third one. So go on speaking day 2. The first option is usually the handout of that particular session and the module, and the last option is of the current recording of that particular session. That is, since I clicked on the last one, so it took me to yesterday's recording of speaking day 2, which was 26th of December. All right, so in the same way, you can access the recordings and the handouts of all the other sessions conducted under various modules. And after you complete each module, you can also access the sessional test of that particular module and practice accordingly. And also, I'll be sharing a Telegram channel link in the chat box, using which you can join the Telegram channel. And over there, also, a lot of information is added on a daily basis. And also, mock tests would be available to you guys. But for more, you can always make use of the other features that are that I mentioned of. So I'll now hand over the session to our trainer for today, Mr. Shafiq Mohammed. So, sir, are you there on call?
Good evening, ma'am. How are you?
Good evening, sir. You can take over, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much. So, hi guys. Very good evening. So, let me switch on the cam too. So, can you all see me, guys? Okay, great. So, very good evening to everyone. Yes, Nisha, I want you to type in the chat box. Okay, guys, if you have any questions, please type it in the chat box because I won't be able to speak to you directly. Okay, only the ones whose names I utter, they only need to speak up. Okay, so let me quickly share the screen too. Okay, so as you can see my screen also, let's go to the session. We were discussing about part one questions before, right? So in last 2 days, we were discussing like what is speaking all about, or how many modules IELTS has. IELTS has 4 modules, right? So one of them is speaking. So we will be extensively doing that only in the entire. What we did last 3 days, we are doing those things, isn't it? So, speaking session, we also discussed about part one questions, including introduction. So I even asked you some introductions of people, isn't it? You saw there's no need to even tell a lengthier introduction. No need of a very lengthy introduction. You just need to tell what do you do. The question itself, the examiners ask like this: what do you do? They won't ask you like in interviews they ask, right? Tell me something about yourself, or give a brief introduction. Obviously, you need to give a brief introduction here, but what do you do? They'll ask. So, what do you do means that at present, what you're doing and what are your aspirations according to you. Okay, that's it. And it should be so all the part three questions are to be answered in 3 to 4 sentences maximum. I mean, minimum to maximum. You can go up to 5 to 6 also. There's no, prescribed thing, but you should not answer in yes or no, closed-ended answers. You should answer it in open-ended answers, but it should not be again very lengthy or prolonged. Okay. The entire examination is for 10 to 14 minutes or 11 to 14 minutes. By 11th or 12th minute, you'll be outside of the examination room. So your for part one answers should be short and crispy, but should not even constrain yourself. Okay, so one of my students said, "Sir, do I need to only say 2 sentences or 3 sentences? How many?" Yeah. See, do not constrain yourself again. It should be natural. If it is coming up to 6 sentences for one question, it is fine. If sometimes for one question only 2 sentences you're going to speak. So here the closed-ended answers or not, which is they're looking for. That means yes or no. You should not say. After yes, you need to speak some more sentences. After no, you need to speak sentences. Got it? That is what part one is all about. And we also discussed about criterias. We also discussed about work, hometown, accommodation, uh, internet, leisure time is again hobbies. Okay, we were discussing all these part one questions. I'll also discuss some more questions which are not here. Okay, yeah, let me see what part one questions I can ask you apart from these. Um, yes, now you can raise your hands. So now you can raise a hand, and I'll select those who are first come first serve. Okay, I'll be asking those the part one questions, and then after discussing few part one questions, we'll jump off to part two. And believe me, these are not only the questions; there are a lot of questions. You can go to our website and check. Okay, but part one would be easy. Okay, so it's like a warm up thing. Um, yes, let me see who has raised the hand today. Okay, let's go with Nisha Sahani. Nisha, hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So, Nisha, like, where are you from?
I'm from Vita, Maharashtra.
Okay, great. So, punctual. Do you think it is important to be on time?
Yes, sir. It is very important in our day-to-day life or our professional life.
Mhm. And why it is? Why it is important, Nisha? Nisha, are you there? Okay. So always add why to your answer. Whatever answer you've given, always add why to your answer. Or if you question your answer, you'll get another sentence. This is a trick, guys. She said, yes, it is important to be punctual in life, but why? If you discuss in your mind, okay, why means another sentence will come. Because to be professional, I think everyone should be on time. And punctuality is very, very important in professional life, I believe. Right? So this is the way you should. Then let's go with another caller. I think she's offline. Adil, Mr. Adil.
Yes, sir.
Adil, where are you calling from?
So I'm from Tamil Nadu, sir. Salem.
Okay. So, Adil, my question to you is okay, by the way, what do you do, Adil?
So I'm studying right now in the college, sir. Third final year. So I can't hear you, sir.
Because
Sir,
I'm not
BCom
saying
C,
anything.
bachelor. Oh,
Ha.
okay, sorry, sir.
So they do not, sometimes ask you pre-questions, okay? Something like this. Okay, so
Okay, sir. Okay.
they will gesture, they'll do this part two, okay? But not on part. They would ask you why, but you should say that in 3 to 4 sentences, okay? That is the criteria in part one.
Okay,
So
sure, sir.
why did you choose this subject, Adil?
So I had no other choice, sir. So I took it and I got passion in it. So go with the flow, like that I carried out the flow.
Okay. Um, Adil, how do you feel when others are late?
Sir, sometimes it feels like if they came earlier, the content would be fulfilled. The main part of the thing should be covered by everything, sir. The full of the knowledge will be gained when we attend the session in the time, sir. So when we come late, the essence of the part we cannot understand.
Okay. So if they came earlier, so my question is in present tense, right? How do you feel when someone
Yeah, sir.
is late? If someone are late, right? If others are late. So I think one should come earlier. It's not came earlier, right? If they come early, I think we can read on things. That's what you said, right? Uh,
Yes, sir.
so if they came earlier is not what you need to say. If they come earlier, so you need to change that to present tense. Came is past tense, isn't it?
Yes.
The reason is why. The reason is my question is in present tense, isn't it? How do you feel when others are late? That means present tense is in general. I'm asking when others are late in general, isn't it? So definitely, like
Yes.
others, I also feel bad. I believe that one should come earlier, but I would definitely feel a little, bad towards their punctuality. So even if I do the same to others, obviously they also feel bad. So I believe that one should be punctual. Okay.
Sure, sir.
Yes. So you can also say in this way, sometimes people can be late now and then. It's natural, but it should not be repetitive. So when someone is late always to oneself, I believe they're not respecting your company or something like that. Okay. So being on time and being punctual makes or feels that someone has some importance towards you. Okay, like this, if you say, definitely examiners get attracted by your, sentences, isn't it? So,
Yes.
Adil, you have a little clarity of speech is little what is missing. That is because of, again, you need to listen to speeches. You need to listen to, conversations. Start doing that, and also watch news channels. Again, news channels is in reporting speech. So watch conversations, listen to the conversations, and try to uh, construct sentences, because construction of sentences also, some of the sentences are not proper, like I told you, right? So you said knowledge. So it's knowledge. Can you say knowledge? Can you pronounce it?
Knowledge.
Knowledge. Okay, good. Even
Knowledge.
pronunciation comes when you see people, when you hear people. So how will you see and hear? Obviously, we cannot go to UK or US or Australia for that, right? As of now.
Yes.
Obviously, our main aim is that. But now to qualify this, you need to understand how these speakers speak. And it's like when you see these, people on, media and stuff, obviously, you watch English, movies and all these things. When you start observing them, you would get that style. You would get that, slang. But again, slang doesn't mean that you have to have an accent here. So neutrally, you have to speak, but you should not show your MTI also. A little bit of MTI also I can see in your speech. So I want you to eradicate
Sir,
all these. Yes,
MTI
that
means, sir?
yes, Adil.
MTI means, sir?
MTI. Okay, MTI means mother tongue influence.
Oh, okay, sir.
So it feels like sometimes when people speak like this, did you come to the party yesterday? Huh? Come on. Like that they
Yes,
speak. Right? So I'm just exaggerating it, by the way. So MTI means it doesn't feel like you're speaking English. You're speaking in English. It speaks
okay,
like
sir.
it feels like you're adding your own flavor. So that is an MTI. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
So
So
this is
try.
my first ever conversation, sir.
Is it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
As are you in graduation now?
No, third year, sir. I'm pursuing third year, sir.
So you don't have communication skills, interpersonal skills. where you have to speak in English? Do
Sir,
you have all those things right nowadays?
so we had in the subject, sir,
Is it?
but not in the interaction way, sir. So it
Oh,
made me so difficult to learn, sir.
okay. But when I'm speaking to you normally, you're speaking really good. That's what I observed. So I want this naturality only. Just maintain this space. Whatever the question is, answer it in your own opinion in a natural way. So I think that goes with you. When I asked you something, then you're speaking really well. Okay. So just that pronunciation thing, you need to work
Yes,
on it. That how will you work on it? Watch these English videos, okay? English series, English movies, English news channels, okay? All these things that will help you, okay?
sure, sir.
And by after doing all these things, you need to speak with people. See,
Yes,
after
sir. Yes, sir.
learning now you have the software in your mind. Now it has to be exhibited, right? So obviously, until unless you speak, you cannot like how you're speaking and all. So what you can also do is try to catch hold of people who are trying to go to jobs or
Learn
attending
English.
interviews, applying for IELTS, and also you can, guys, another thing is your own voice. We have these stuffs, isn't it?
Cell
We
phones.
have this stuff in our
Yes,
hands.
sir. Yes.
So your voice and then listen to it. Everyone, not only Adil, I'm asking you. This is like self, development, or self enhancement, or self enlightenment of your speech, right? So record the speech and then listen to it where it is going. Got it?
Sure, sir.
Yes. Thank you, Adil. It's nice speaking to you. Let's go with
Okay.
another person. Um, Nitish Gaud. Nitish Gaud, are you there? Nitish, can you can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Good evening.
Hi, very good evening, Nitish. How are you and where you're calling from?
Sir, I'm fine. I'm calling from Hyderabad, Telangana.
Hyderabad. So, what do you do, Nitish?
Sir, I'm currently pursuing my BTech final year.
In the stream of
CSC, Computer Science.
computer science. And why did you choose this stream?
Yeah, so I'm fascinated about in CSC and for the and scope for the CSC is high, so I'm choosing.
Okay. And
Yes.
how do you or how do you think you could be on time?
Hello.
Yes. How do you think, or what are the things you do to be on time? It's the question.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir. I will put a reminder for that. So,
Mhm. You need to elaborate it, Nitish. Nitish,
okay, sir.
how would you keep it after keeping a reminder what you do, or before the reminder what you do? Like, what is that which goes before and after it, or what makes you do these things and all? You can say anything and everything related to it. So my question is, how do you think you could be on time again? Nitish, are you there? Okay, I'll go with another caller, another person. Uh, Preetu Shankar.
Hi, sir. Good evening.
Yeah, hi. Very good evening. What can I call you?
So, Preeti. You can call me Preeti.
Preeti.
Yeah.
So, Preeti, where you calling from and what do you do?
So, I'm a sports physiotherapist currently working as in a physiotherapy clinic in Chennai.
Okay, very good. And
Yes.
why did you choose this profession?
Sorry, sir, your voice is breaking.
Why did you choose this profession?
Basically, I was very much interested. And I was a very great fan of my biology teachers' sessions. So I just wanted to pursue medicine. Then I get to have placed a seat in physiotherapy, and I completed my master's in sports physiotherapy.
Okay. Then my question to you is,
Yes.
how do you feel when someone is late?
So someone?
If someone is late,
Sorry, sir, I couldn't hear you.
how do you feel if someone is late,
Late.
late to appointment or something like that?
Yes, obviously it will be a little much stressed because there will be appointments scheduled one after the other. So when any patient step into the clinic apart from the scheduled time, it will be very difficult to handle between the patients. So I have to.
Okay.
Sorry, sir.
Yes. Yes. Do you think it is important to be on time?
Yes, obviously, sir, because like whenever the sessions would obviously take from 30 to 40 minutes for each patient or more than that, so it must I require my patients to come on time. I even suggest them to be on time.
Okay. Are you yourself late very often?
Sorry, sir.
Are you late anytime?
No, sir, not on a regular basis, but I do follow a regular routine to avoid being late to my workstation. That is, I just calculate the amount of time that requires me to travel from my home to the workplace. So I used to keep a reminder alarm so that I can start on time.
Okay. And do you wear a watch? Why or why not?
Yes, I wear a smart watch, so to just know my amount of sedentary lifestyle or how many steps I have walked every day. So to just basically manage with my healthcare routine. That's it, sir.
Okay, good. Thank you so much for calling. You're good to go.
Yeah. Thank you,
Yes,
sir.
thank you. So let's go with Kumkum Arora. Kumkum, are you there? I think Kumkum is not able to hear any which ways.
Hello.
Kumkum, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. What happened?
Okay. Nothing, sir.
Okay. So Kumkum, where are you calling from and what do you do?
I'm calling from Bhatinda. It's in located in Punjab, and recently I completed my graduation, and I uh, pursued my IELTS exam preparation.
Okay. You're in the course of doing IELTS exam, giving the IELTS exam,
Yes.
isn't it? Okay. Okay. Kumkum, my question to you is how much television do you watch every day?
I don't watch television because I am not interested in it. But sometime I use mobile phones around 1 hour in a day, and many times whenever my family members gathered, then I used to watch TV movies with them.
Okay. And when does time seem to move fast and when does it seem to move slowly for you?
Okay, when I when there is any situation when I had to wait for when I have to wait for someone that it's mean and do any journey that that's the time that is time pass slowly. But in occasions like on festive seasons, and when I went to any go to any party, that I think time passed fastly.
Time passes fastly.
Okay, okay. Sorry, sir.
No problem, no problem. Very good. So, Kumkum, you're good to go, but there are certain things where you need to be careful about your speech. Are a little bit of MTI, which is mother tongue influence, where I told to Adil also. MTI is mother tongue influence. Like, for example, that, when, but, you're saying that in the end, you're saying this.
Okay.
So, you should say that, but, when. So, don't add to the words in the sentence fast. So that is making
Okay,
the
sir.
MTI. Okay. So that you need to avoid. You should say that. Can you say that, when, but?
Okay.
Can you, okay. Can you pronounce occasion?
Occasion,
Uh, dissatisfaction,
sorry, dissatisfaction,
sensation,
sensation,
profession.
profession.
Very good. Now you're aware, right? What I'm trying to, get it. So, you at one point you said occasion. So it's not occasion, occasion, isn't it? Occasion. Sharp sound should come. I know
Sir,
when we speak.
sir, I talk about something like you talk about occasion and occasion.
Hmm, yes. So yes, I think you have a little bit of sharp problem, right? If I'm not wrong, everyone
Yes,
has
yes.
it actually. That is okay. Can you say accommodation?
Accommodation,
Very good. Tradition?
tradition.
Good. You're good to go. Very good. Very good. So that's all from my end. You just work on this MTI. Don't add to your sentences or the words. That will do better. Okay. Very good.
Okay, thank you.
Good. So let's go with another caller. Aaron.
Good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Aaron, did you call me last week? I mean, in the last session also?
No, 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 sir.
Is it your first time speaking to me?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I raised my
Very good.
hand, but you
So
didn't pick
Aaron,
me.
where?
So, yeah, I'm calling from
Okay,
Mumbai.
Mumbai. And what do you
Yeah.
do, Aaron?
I'm currently in my third year pursuing BSc in biomedical science.
Okay. Why did you choose biomedical science?
Okay, sir, that's a very nice question. So, after 12th, I was really confused about what to do, and I didn't really want to go through the NEET examination because it is very tough and I think it is completely out of my reach. So I didn't want to waste any more years on the exam because I have seen that many people have wasted too many years on those exams when still they haven't got into MBBS or anything. So I just went and chose this course because it is very much related to what I actually want to do and it focuses mainly on research. So that appealed to me very well and that's why I chose this course.
Very good. Good. And do you think television has changed in the past few decades?
Yes, sir, definitely. In the past few decades, I remember my parents always using the box television, the one with the antenna, and I remember them banging on the TV so that they get the right channel with the proper volume, proper pixels. But I'm grateful that we don't have to do that anymore. And we have upgraded a lot in the matter of television, both in sense of the size. The size has drastically reduced, which has made it easier to carry it around if needed while moving from one house to another. And there have been many other changes, like it looks a lot better than the previous generations of television. And the sound quality and many other things have improved drastically compared to the last 10 years.
Okay. So, Aaron,
Yeah.
do you think modern lifestyles give people enough time for leisure?
Could you repeat your question?
Yes. Do you think modern lifestyles give people enough time for leisure?
Uh, yes, and it's mostly up to them because many people choose what they want to do. Some people prefer staying in the house, watching television, while others prefer to exercise, go out, spend time with family, friends. Others like to go out for parties, and so it mainly depends on the individual what they choose. They can either choose to stay in the house, and I don't think modern lifestyle really affects how much time you get. So yeah, it mainly depends on the individual what they want to do. So I don't think modern lifestyle really affects anything as such.
Okay, very good. So, Aaron, I have, I mean, like nothing to say about your speech and all. You're good to go. You can give
Okay.
the speaking examination as of now. Okay. So, your clarity of speech you have, pronunciation is good, and the content or the questions also you understood it well and answered every part of the question. You're good to go. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So, guys, let's discuss what are part two questions today. So, we were discussing part one questions. We already discussed this, like what do you do in your free time is nothing but again your hobbies, or what do you do in your free time, and oh, exercising. When do you do your exercise, or do you exercise or not? So, sometimes some of the test takers or students ask me, sir, I do not exercise at all. So, what should I say? You should say the same thing. Okay, so I'm a person who doesn't get time for exercises. I believe from morning to evening I stay engaged in my office, and after that I come home, in a stressful manner. So I just go to the bed. Sometimes I don't even eat properly and sleep, something like that. You can say that if you just want to say that, we don't do exercises. So whatever it is, it's for or negative. Anything you can say about it. Okay, and we also discussed about cooking. Okay, we also discussed about travel recently. Okay, there are many part one questions, and also some of the part one questions are discussed, and there are more and more part one questions in our website. You can go through that, but today we'll also see what are part two questions. Okay, yes. So what is part two or section two in speaking, guys? So part two is nothing but part 2 is also called as section 2, or section 2 is also called as part 2, and it is only for 3 minutes or 3 to 4 minutes. The reason is 1 minute you need to speak, 1 minute you need to prepare on the topic, and 2 minutes you need to speak on the topic. I think we all have done these jam sessions in our colleges and stuff. If you're not done, don't blame them now. Okay, so jam sessions are just a minute sessions where you need to speak on the topic for at least 1 minute. In the same way, here you need to speak on the topic for 2 minutes. They say 1 to 2 minutes. The examiner says you need to speak on the topic for 1 to 2 minutes, but it is your duty to speak up to 2 minutes, and till the examiner says thank you, your 2 minutes is up, we'll go to next part or next section. Till then you need to speak. Okay, so it is like this. Part 2 is a topic round. It is also called as a cue card round. Cue card means question card round, where a question is or a topic is written on a paper, and that paper is given to you or shown to you. Obviously it will be given to you on a paper like this. You'll just see that and jot down some points, because you'll be given 1 minute in part 2. In part 1 there is no time. You need to reciprocate just like that. When they ask a question, you need to reciprocate immediately for part 1, because there is no time given to prepare. Here the preparation time is given for part 2 because it's a topic round. You have to think on the topic for 1 minute. Okay, in that 1 minute you can scribble. They'll also give a rough paper over there. The examiner will give you a rough paper also, where you can scribble. Even if you don't do also, it's fine. But I believe that if you're getting that 1 minute time, try to think of some ideas, do some mind mapping, or if you want to write, you can write the like some hints. Okay, believe me that 1 minute time is not enough to write lengthier sentences and all. So just a few hints, something like that. And also write these four words. What is it? Introduction, past tense, present tense, future. Introduction, past, present, future, and another is conclusion. If you want to write, you can write these 4 to 5 words. That means you're going to first introduce the topic, and then you will tick the introduction. Okay, I've spoke about the topic in general, so introduction is done. Then you're going to talk about past scenarios. If the question is in past tense, you're going to tick the past tense or past whatever you've written. So you'll say some 5 to 6 sentences in past tense, or at least 7 to 8 sentences in past tense. Then after it is done, then you'll say some more sentences in present tense, then future tense maybe. Then you'll conclude the topic. These are all hints again. Okay. So that 1 minute you can do these things, you can write these things, and you will be able to tell it in a flow. And also the props are already given in the question form like this. For example, this is a question. The props are also given. See, this is the main question. Describe the memorable trip, blah, blah, blah. And where, what, why, explain. These are all props where which will help you. So these are more than enough. Again, what are you going to write in 1 minute over there? Obviously, these things. Generalizing, or the introduction, you can say, and then past, present, future, conclusion. You'll just write these 4 to 5 words, and then you'll be ready. Okay. Once the examiner says, okay, your 1 minute is up, start speaking. He or she'll say, okay, then you need to start speaking, guys. Okay. Yes, that is what you need to do. Now, yeah. So what else is there? Yes, this is what it is in general. It is written here. And then tips are just like part 1 also. Here also, be a little fluent. Obviously, you need to be fluent enough, and you need to be confident enough what you're trying to say. And obviously, you need to don't use too many pauses in between. Even if you're pausing also, it's fine. But you should be immediately come back. Don't pause for a longer time. Okay. So that will, hamper the fluency. Then practice speaking on different topics. Yes, this is the best tip, which is given the last one, right? I mean, in the page. Practice like on different topics. No different topics. You should come across different topics. Okay. Different part 2 questions. If you, for example, if you prepare on 30 to 50 part 2 questions, I think you can speak on any topic in this world. Believe me. If you prepare like this, definitely you can speak on any topic in this world, guys. It's just 1 to 2 minutes you need to speak. So I ask my students to speak up to 2 minutes. So I want you also to speak up to 2 minutes till the examiner says, okay, your time is up. We have 2 minutes up. We'll go to the next question. Okay. So till then you need to speak. The examiner will stop you because the examiner has 2 gadgets. One is stopwatch and another is speaker. So speaker will be something like this, a remote kind of thing. So it will be in between you and the examiner, the speaker. I'm sorry, not speaker, the recorder. That means it records entire examination of yours. Every candidate's examination is recorded because it's a proof, guys. You have given the examination. Because the reason is some people apply for re-evaluation also. Okay. And for that time, yes, they will recheck what you have done because your name, center number, candidate number, everything is feeded or pronounced before the questions are asked or before the examination starts. The examiner will ask you, okay, my name is so and so, and the candidate name is so and so. This is the center number, candidate number, even what is it? The passport number also they'll pronounce it. The examiner will do those things, and after that they'll start the examination. Okay, so that means everything is recorded. Okay, it's not a video, it's only audio recorded. Okay, yes. And yes, these are the things, and yes, you can just go through it, time yourself, and record yourself. It's better. That's the best tip. Record and actually listen to it. And always WH questions are very important, because all these are WH questions, right? When, where, why, okay, what, all these things. Now I want everyone to raise hand for this question. I'm giving you some time to prepare. I'll give you at least, usually in the examination it is given 1 minute. I'm giving you 5 minutes to prepare on this. Everyone, I want everyone to prepare on this and raise hand. So I'm giving you 5 minutes for preparation, because we are practicing here, right? So your 5 minutes starts now. And what will you do in these 5 minutes? You're going to write some sentences. You're going to write, because here we are practicing. When you practice like this, after writing, you will remember your own sentences, right? So I want you to at least write 10 to 15 sentences on this topic given. Okay, the time starts now. Please start writing. Okay.
Sir,
Hello.
sir, I'm audible, sir.
Yeah, you're audible, but can you type it in the chat box? You're not allowed to speak unless I ask you to speak.
Okay, okay, sir.
Yes. So here now you guys are preparing, right? You're writing sentences, but in the examination it is not possible to write in 1 minute, guys. So because it's preparation, yes, you have to do in this way. And in this way, if you prepare for 30, 50 topics before your examination, I think that's more than enough. Part 2 questions. Guys, if you have any questions, you can type it in the chat box. Please don't switch on the audio on the mic. If you have any questions, you can type it in the chat box. Someone has asked, what module can I learn first, sir? So it's always good to start with listening. Okay. So listening is the next module, in which is taught in the next week. But now, any which ways you have joined today, right? So you can go with this 3 days. Another 2 more days are there, Thursday and Friday. And after that, next week it is again going to be reading or listening or writing, ideally. So don't worry about it, which module to join first. You just go with the flow. Definitely you'll get it. So stay tuned from Monday to Friday, every day from 7:30 to 8:30. Okay, that would do. So every module is good to learn. But I believe personally, listening, if you start, it will be interesting. Okay. And Aaron is asking, are we allowed to look at our points when speaking? Yes, definitely. Obviously, they'll be giving you empty paper like this. So you will be scribbling on that. And you're allowed to look at these the points which you have written, that hints, and also the question. Both you need to look and then answer it. Okay, simultaneously. And Shahul Hamid is asking why we should need 10 to 15 we should need 10 to 15 sentences for one questions. See, I'm asking you to write some sentences because I've given some time. In the examination, it won't happen, right? You cannot write all these 10 to 15 sentences. You'll write hints only. But I'm giving some time to write something now so that you can say something in those 1 to 2 minutes, isn't it? So, yes, if you practice like this, if you practice on more and more topics, like if you write for every topic, if you write 15 to 20 sentences like this, definitely you can speak on any topic. And that will also adversely improve your writing skills also, isn't it? And how I know I good in one module and more. So neon, niche neon. Huh? I'm not sure what the name is all about. So it's a very peculiar name. So I'll call you neon. So neon, it is like if you practice in a website, it will also give you the band scores, okay, and where you're going wrong and what is your English proficiency level. Yes, so the AI will give you. You can practice that. Practice over there. And Bhavani Reddy is asking, sir, does body language and hand gestures influence on score? No, but you cannot move like this, right? Yes, body language is important, and that's what I told in the starting of the class. You need to be professional. You obviously you can go in semi-casuals or business casuals also, obviously, and sit appropriately and just little bit of body. I mean, hand gestures are fine. Again, you will not swing like this. You are not going to do Bharatanatyam, right? Yes, you can do hand gestures, not a big deal, because that will encourage you to be confident, isn't it? Yes. How to practice for writing part? This is off the topic. When writing comes, you'll come to know. And I think next topic is next week. It is writing, Ashutosh. Okay. So that is the reason. Stay tuned. Monday to Friday, every Monday to Friday, it is a new module. Okay. Okay. So how much time is left for preparation? Okay. I think our 5 minutes is done. So now, guys, raise your hands so that I will be asking you one by one to speak on the topic. I also will, I maintain a stopwatch here so that I'll count how many minutes you have spoken. So we'll go with Rupashri V. Rupashri V, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, hi. Rupashri, where are you
Hi.
calling from?
Sir, I am calling from Tamil Nadu. Can I?
Okay. So Rupashri, you know what to how many minutes you need to speak now, right?
Yes, sir. I know about 2 minutes.
Okay.
I want to speak now.
Yes, 1 second. Let me get this stopwatch also so that will be accurate. Yes. You can start now.
Okay, sir. The memorable trip which I have taken recently is the trip to the Kasi. Okay, it's all about with my grandparents and my mother and my cousins. We had all the fun and we moved to the Kasi by the train. And at the morning, early at 3 o'clock, we just picked a car and go to the station. And from the station, we just moved to the Kasi by the train. It's all about a 3 days trip, which we go. In meantime, we just standed over the many stations and dropped many snacks and eaten over there. And it was very fun and memorable trip. Basically, it would be the very nice and the funny trip I have ever gone. The thing which I have gone through them is my cousins. They made very fun to me, and we had a memorable experience there. Then my cousin, basically about they are just kids who is 5 years older than me. I had spent a lot of time in playing cards and singing song and dancing. I just remembered the thing which is more precious is I just opened the Coca-Cola bottle by shaking very hard. It even spread over the floor and messy the seat. Then we just ended up by getting scolded by my mom, and the grandparents supported us. Then we had many fun moments over there. Then we, after I visited the Kashi, we visited many temples, and as we are this very student, very small kids, we just hanging out over and over there. I'm not seeing any gods over there. Then finally we end up in some Ayodhya place. After seeing the Ayodhya ramen, we just came over the back to the station and reached the central. So this was a very interesting moment which we had over there. Then impacted in our life means basically
You told us,
spending time. Sir?
yes. Rushri, already your 2 minutes is up. There was a alarm, right? You heard. So
Okay, sir.
you spoke up to 2 minutes. Very good. Okay. So
Okay.
2 minutes is what I'm looking for, or even the examiner is looking for, not more than 2 minutes. So you need to stop when the examiner says thank you. That means the examiner is asking you to stop. Okay. Don't go on after that. Okay. Very good.
Okay, sir.
So I love your confidence levels, Rupashri, and the way you spoke for a length of time. Usually people don't get to this point, usually, but you have done a great job. Okay, and
Thank you, sir.
areas where you can improve are a little bit of MTI. Again, you have that. Okay, picked, booked, like these kind of things. You said it's picked.
Okay, sir.
The ta sounds should come. Picked. Okay.
Okay,
Yes.
sir.
Can you say booked?
Booked.
So you're saying, so I'll say two words. Tell me which one is sounding nicer. Okay. Uh, booked, booked.
Booked.
The second one, right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
So you need to practice like that. Okay. So all
Okay.
the ed sounds should make it. You should make it softer. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Booked, impacted, or looked. These kind of words. Okay. and
Okay,
uh,
sir.
and for gone means go gone, right? For gone you said goon at one
Mm,
point of time. I know you were like trying to recollect things, and you are in a hurry to tell about all these things, so it's fine. So now that you
okay.
know where you're going wrong, you can actually correct them. And also I want you to record your, for example, take a topic of part 2 and try to record yourself and then listen to it. You'll understand what I'm trying to say. Okay.
Okay, sir. I'll make that.
And one more thing is, before the what do you call nouns, you should not add the. Mostly you said the Kashi or the Kasi.
Mm,
There's only one Kasi, right? So you should not add an article to it. The Kasi,
okay.
a Kasi, an Kasi. No, right? Kasi is Kasi.
Mm,
That's it. There's only one Kasi. So we should not add article to it. Okay.
okay.
So you should say we went to Kashi. It's not we went to the Kasi. Okay.
Okay, sir. I will correct that.
Very good. Very good.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you so much. And I love your participation spirit. Very good. Yes.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Let's go with another person, the last person of this day. I'll choose. Whom should I choose? I want someone who has not, spoken. Let's go with Arnav. Arnav, you have already spoken, right? Arnav Soman.
Yeah, yesterday.
Yesterday you spoke. Okay, we'll call another one. Okay, please. Um, we'll go with Urja. Urja Ange.
Am I audible, sir?
Urja. Yes, you're 100% audible. Urja, how are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you?
Great, thanks for asking. So,
Well,
Urja, where are you calling from?
sir, I live in Bangalore, Karnataka.
Okay, great. So, Urja, you need to speak on the topic for 2 minutes. Okay,
Yes, teacher.
the topic is in front of you already. This person, Rupashri, has already spoken. I'm not giving any time to prepare because I've already done it now. And you need to speak now. Start.
Okay, so I'd first like to introduce myself. I am Urja and I live in Bangalore, Karnataka. I just finished my bachelor's degree a couple of months ago, recently, and now I'm on a year's gap. So the topic that is given to me is describe a memorable trip you have taken. Lately, the trip I usually go for, I really go for fewer trips because I do not really get the chance to go on trips because of a tight college schedule. But now, since I have gone for a break, I think I can go on for more trips. The but the recent trip that I had was conducted by my college. It was basically an outreach program that my college conducted, and wherein we were taken to a village visit. The idea behind the outreach program was basically to get an insight or an experience how life in village actually is. It was a 2-day trip, and trips were taken class-wise to Nelmangla, which is a small village in Karnataka. We were made to do many social activities with an intent to help the villagers and also gain some knowledge on field work and actually how the villagers work hard and earn their daily living. Also, at night we had bonfires and danced around it. The memories indeed were one of a kind. The trip was very memorable indeed because it was for the trip on a personal note was memorable for me because it was the first time that I had been to a place with friends away from family. Coming to the impact that the trip had on my life, I'd say the trip was fun. Undoubtedly, I realized how different village life was from city life, and village life, especially farmers and everybody, do not get the privileges that city people have. So that is what my take on the topic would be. Thank you. Uh, okay. So, why was the trip more memorable for you? Yes, because as I addressed before, it was the first time that I had been to a place away from family with my whole class, and it was quite a different experience. I got I experienced many different things that I had not
Thank you.
experienced before.
Thank you. So, in
Thank you, sir.
between, the examiner is not allowed to speak. So, the examiner will give a gesture like this. Okay.
Okay.
Because in
Okay.
the topic you need to speak up to 2 minutes. So if the time is still there, the examiner will ask you to speak more, but he or she will do a gesture only. Okay, they're not allowed to speak because it is
Okay.
getting recorded. Okay, so
Okay, sir.
yes, I
I'll
love
take
the
care of that.
spirit. You have to speak, and you've spoken more than it is required now. Once I said you need to speak more, and you have a good pronunciation, and the clarity of speech is also, and yeah. So in part two question, there's no need of introduction because all the introduction has been done already. So I know you're calling for the first time. You just wanted to say where you're from and all. So usually in part two, you just need to speak on the topic. Okay. No need to introduce yourself
Okay, thank you
again.
so much.
So very good. I don't have much to say. You are already a scorer of 7.5 to 8 bands. Okay. Very good. You can work on different topics like this. I know memorable trip is what you have already gone. You have recollected things. But if a topic which is little difficult for you, if it comes, okay. For
Yes,
example,
sir.
talk about author, talk about your book which you have read, or who is your favorite author, what is the favorite book which you have read, or favorite sports person. So whichever difficult topic is for you, try to go through those topics. So where will you find those topics again? It is there in our website. You can go through different topics, And apart from Ubergrad website, you can also just type part 2 topics on the in the internet. Definitely, you'll get number of part 2 topics in part 2 topics IELTS. If you type this, you'll get these like see a box, right? Like these kind of topics. So you need to go through those topics. We don't know which topic they're going to ask or there, right? So
Yes, sir.
you're good.
Surely I'll get back and research. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Urja. It's nice speaking to you. Guys, if
Thank
you
you,
have
sir.
any other questions, please let me know. Thank you. And you can type it in the chat box. Please don't speak. I want you to type it in the chat box if you have questions. If you don't have questions, yes, it's okay. We'll call it a day today. And we are going to discuss more part 2 questions tomorrow. Okay. So that is all from my end today. So let's see what people have typed. Sir, what if a person is good at speaking virtually and gets really nervous in person? Okay. Yes, you need to come out of that, problem, that situation, right? Siksha is asking. Yes, see, virtually there is only 1% chance that might get be conducted virtually, but 99.99%. Okay, 99.99%. If you're taking a paper-based test, it would be conducted only face-to-face. Even computer-based test also, it is face-to-face only. So if you have that problem, try to speak with people. Try to do mock tests, mock, uh, you know, speakings. Okay, so ask your friend or someone to ask these questions and try to practice with them. So mocks is which are going to help. If you still want an expert to listen and do these things, you can always contact Ubergrad people. They will assign you a trainer. Okay, you can go ahead with it, but I think it is on paid basis. Okay, so you can check with it. And then uh, someone is asking how to practice writing part. Okay, that we have already answered. Which is best, sir, paper-based or computer-based test? Both are one and the same. The criteria is one and the same. But if you're good with the computer interface, you're good in a bit of typing and all, you can go with it, computer-based test. Okay. And if people like to write on a paper, go with paper-based test. For both the case, in both the cases, you have to give speaking in face-to-face only. Okay. Anything else? I think that's it for today. TOEFL or IELTS? Huh? IELTS is what I always say. Okay, take IELTS and it will make your life easy. Okay. Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you for your participation. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll discuss more of part 2 topics and have a great night, great evening. Bye bye. Ma'am, you can take over the call.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, so guys, I've shared the Telegram channel of IELTS link in the chat box. You can just join the Telegram channel and make use of the information that's posted there on a daily basis. And also some of the mock tests would be available to you there itself. And for the others, as I mentioned before, you can make yourselves available with the other features that we have at Ubergrad, as in the one-on-one IELTS classes. That is when you upgrade yourself to the gold membership. It's just for rupees 599, and you get extra mock tests for your practice in that particular class. And also we have I've shared you a coupon code using which you can upgrade yourself from basic to bronze membership. Over there also, you would get extra benefits, as in 4 weeks IELTS course, 1 year evaluated IELTS mock test, usual university recommendations, free profile evaluation, counselor support. Also, as I mentioned of the counselor support, the free profile evaluation part. So it is done by our experts. So if you have any doubts related to anything, whether the university shortlisting or the how to go about with the process, you can always make use of the free profile evaluation part, which is done by our experts. All right. And talking about the recordings, the sessional test, and the handouts, it's all available on the website of Ubergrad. You can easily make yourselves available with that particular thing. So, anything else from your side that you guys want to know? Any doubts from your side? All right. So, since there are no more questions, we'll just close the call for today and we'll meet tomorrow for another session, that is speaking session 4. Thank you so much for joining, guys. I'll just close the call for today. Thanks a lot.